Sunday morning, Daniel and Aaron's rugby game is being watched by Dad Paul
Yes! Well clung on!
and Mum Jo.
Daniel! I did, yeah.
Things are not going well.
26-0? 36-0. God. This is not normal.
Aaron's doing his best to reverse the team's fortunes.
I'll take it, Gina, because it's my boy. There's a sad person in there.
Yes, come on. All right. Come on. All right.
Go on, Daniel! Go on, son! It's just a little scrap.
Daniel's not doing so well either.
Don't you come off and have a rest. You want to come off? You do. You do? Are you sure?
This is going to really wind me up.
Day for the thought.
Yeah, get back on, go on. Go on, go on, you're playing rugby, go on. Tammy, get you some on.
2 days later, the family suffers a different sort of blow. There's a problem with Paul's new job as catering manager at Bath University.
Oh, well, I wasn't aware I'd done anything drastically wrong. I'll speak to you Tuesday. Bye. What's the problem? Oh, I'm thinking of off the road, to be honest.
Well, what's the problem, bro? What's up?
Birmingham Children's, the reference isn't what it should be. That's the place I came from.
Paul's uncle, Peter, has helped him through upsets in the past.
I put 8 months into Birmingham Children's and I worked 19, 20 hours a day. I'd come out of there with scabs with the stress I was under. And this is how you get a crap reference.
You never got a look, are you, really?
It is a glass ceiling for me. There's no one as high as me in our company, black. And I'm nowhere on the pecking order.
Must have thought you were good at your job when you got the job in the first place, subject to...
You know, you're thinking, am I ever going to get any higher? And that's what it's like. Every time you get up there, you get a knock. And I just can't fathom it. Peter, it upsets me. I just don't like to let my family down. And that's the way I feel at the moment.
Well, you've never let your family down, mate. You've always worked. You've always been a survivor. And you'll get through it again. Come on. Eh? Just pick yourself up.
I've had enough, to be honest.
It's an itch.
I'm sick of these downs. I'm sick of them. And when all I was God sends, I'm on holiday this week. I go to work for 3 days because I'm dedicated to my job. And this
Come on.
happens.
Come on, Paul. Come on.
And this is a guy who's earning 20,000 a year, and I don't have a penny spare. I just want to clear my name and get on with life, but I can't even do that.
You'll come good, Paul. I know you will.
I just wonder, will it ever change?
The bad news could not have come at a worse time. Paul was relying on the new permanent job to help solve long-term financial difficulties. 4 days later, Paul's been summoned to London to discuss the problem with his new boss.
I'm starting to get a little bit nervous about today. As I get nearer, I start getting more and more nervous. Just have to go in with an open mind and see what's what.
Paul's been in trouble at work before. It's the subject of frequent debate between his mum Kay and his wife Jo.
He doesn't seem to have had any luck. Do you know what I mean? He seems to have been a right unlucky person.
He's getting better.
He's getting there.
He is improving, isn't he?
If I get over this hurdle, I've cracked it. I'm convinced.
My lasses think Paul is my favourite.
I was just going to say that.
Which ain't true, but they think that. I've helped him more because he's the one that's needed the help more than anybody else. Yeah, but I know his day will come. He'll get on his feet and he'll get to be right at the end of the day. And, sooner it happens, the better I like it.
meeting's moved.
Where?
To the Merchant Centre, New Street Square, Shoe Lane.
Where the Lloyds Bank is, it's just behind those buildings there. We're just going to duck and dive into it.
That does get me worried. Move to Merchant Centre, that's the big head office.
Paul's expecting to discuss his references, but an hour later it's become clear that something else during his trial period in Bath is the real problem.
All my references were fine. I made a really stupid... Well, I know I didn't see it as a stupid mistake at the time. I made a bit of a stupid mistake in Bath. When I finished duty on the Wednesday, because I was staying in the university, because I had a meeting on the Thursday, I had 2 pints in the bar, and it was that, basically. They said because, you know, it shouldn't be perceived for a senior manager to be put in that position, and you've lost a lot of credibility through it, and we just can't take the risk of leaving you in there. So basically, I've lost that. I've said to him, what's happening with the car? Am I going to keep it for a few days until I get something sorted out? Don't know. So, I'm devastated. So, I don't know. Don't know what to do. I know I'm not going back to work today, that's for certain. Hello, it's me. Where are you? No. I'm out of the job. Joe? I'm not, I do sound as if I'm joking. I don't want to go into too much depth because I don't want to burst out crying in the middle of a pub. Okay, I'll speak to you later. Bye. Bye.
The new permanent job is not the only thing to suffer. Next morning, there's bad news about his temporary position with the company.
Basically, I'm on my way home because I've been suspended from work pending an investigation on paid leave, so...
Paul's boss, Vince Pearson, explains the reasons for the company's action.
In essence, of going out socially with people that he was going to be, that were going to be working for him, he allegedly got drunk.
Whether it's right or wrong, me having a couple of pints in the bar, the fact is, I did it, and, you know, I partly think it was to do with elation at landing such a good job. And I think, yeah, there is a self-destruct switch in there.
The following morning, he overslept, failed to pick up one of his management team by some hour and a half or whatever, and was 45 minutes late for a meeting. His performance in the meeting was frankly not good, and the education division, in conjunction with the client, were very unhappy about taking him on what was a key role.
I don't do it deliberately. I don't say, all right, I've been here long enough now, do something stupid. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's inbuilt.
In Leeds, Paul must now break the bad news to his mum, Kay.
Ask Rosie if she'll take you into the living room and watch TV with her.
You know, I went to Bath last week when I was on days off. I had 2 pints in the bar. And they said that's no way for a senior manager to behave. Some of the staff had phoned and said it shouldn't be right that the senior manager's having a drink in the bar.
Were you working?
No. It was after I'd finished duty. I went in at work at 7 o'clock this morning. David called me in the office. He said, you're suspended on full pay from now until they can investigate it fully.
I really haven't.
He said, and you'll receive a letter from personnel through the post when you've got a disciplinary meeting.
You know, you're letting them walk all over you again, Paul.
I told them I will be going straight to the union. I'm going to go down tomorrow.
You'll need somebody to represent you. Not tomorrow, today.
He said she'd go ballistic, and she's acted exactly how I thought she would. I mean, I obviously didn't want to tell you at all, but it's got to a quite serious point again, hasn't it? I mean, I literally begged them yesterday. I said, look, please give me another chance. I can assure you nothing ever like that will happen again. If I'd have known the rules then, I wouldn't have transgressed.
After Paul and the family have gone home, Kay's real feelings emerge.
I'm just numb. I just feel as though I want to go upstairs, go to bed and, you know, stay there and not know what's going on in the world.
At home, Paul's mind is on something else.
The trick is this: he has to walk very slowly in order to walk quietly.
Daniel, come on!
I've learned how to go down curbs. Without falling off.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, it's me, Paul. Listen, I've decided I'm not telling any of the lasses.
What lasses?
Alison and Jane.
Okay.
What Lester knows is better for us.
Sorry I had to tell you, because I know you'd only worry. But, I mean, what could I do?
No, it's all right. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say, you know, because I didn't feel that they should know. I don't think it's their business anyway, till it's sorted out.
Okay.
Okay.
No problem. Yeah. Speak to you later. Bye. Just sounds quite upset. She said don't tell any girls. She's not going to tell any of them.
Yeah, because they'd start calling you and saying that you're causing your mum grief.
Then that's up to her, isn't it?
Do you know, they stick together like bloody glue apart from when it comes to you. I just think that's absolutely...
Right, I told the person I wanted to tell.
Paul wants them to know, he'll tell them, but I'm not. Suppose I'll get over it. I'm not going to talk to nobody. I'm not telling them, it's not to do with them anyway.
Paul's now been suspended for a week. He's keeping himself occupied while he waits for the date of his disciplinary hearing.
The kids are at school, and Jo's at work. She's at work every day this week. And obviously, I'm at home every day this week, and probably next week, and the week after, and the week after. My mum's been quite supportive, although I don't know whether it's the kind of support I need, really, because it's more worry. My mum worries for me, and, you know, that's not a bad thing. But the fact that she worries makes me more worried. And the rest of the family don't know, because we don't want them to know.
But despite Paul and Kay's attempts to keep the news from his sisters, Karen and Alison have discovered the secret.
Well, I'm not to know, but our Paul's been suspended from work. But I'm not supposed to know, but I do know. Because I can't. What's really upset me is that everyone knows except me. And my mum's told people not to tell me.
I don't know, maybe I told her wanted to tell you.
We're not particularly best friends. But, you know, we've muddled along together. There's not been any disharmony. And I thought he were all right, and I thought he thought I was all right.
He didn't tell you no anyway, it's really secretive and...
I'm not here to judge. I'm only here to offer a helping hand if I can.
It's Sunday. As usual, Kay's having her daughters and their children over to lunch. They're keen to discuss Jane's attempts to find a new boyfriend to replace ex-partner Laurie.
She's got a hangover.
She held the fumes of one drink. Look at her.
I could have done that. Bleeding cooking with his hat and his coat. I've never seen that like it in my life.
Just telling Jennifer, she's telling Mum that I'm out looking for men. Looking for sex, aren't you?
Well, something, you know.
Jane, there's nothing wrong with looking for sex.
Competent, you know.
You want to find out if that some man out there actually knows what he's doing. If it wasn't such a personal thing, June, I would lend you Steve. I can't.
Have the window shut
You
a
want
bit.
somebody who's fit, somebody who's either a lawyer or a doctor
That's you,
or a millionaire.
No, that's you.
Well, you do.
No, it's you.
Well, I think it'd be best for my mother because then you can spend less money on me.
Oh, mine's just with a bit of romance.
I asked Mum why she stopped reading to us, right? Because she used to read us loads and loads of books and everything. And she said it's because she rediscovered sex.
No, it was more because I had found other diversions. Sex was part of it.
Sex was part of it and sex was the rest of it.
Alison, I think your kids know too much and say too much for their ages.
Right, what's going on then?
Well, not going on.
There's not a daft, Mum. There's something going on. You're not like this normally.
I just feel depressed today, that's all.
I know I wasn't supposed to know, Mum, but I know that you're worrying about our Paul.
Oh, well.
And I must say, I'm really upset that you haven't told me. You'll just think I don't like our Paul and I don't like our Paul's kids, and it's rubbish. And that's why you haven't told me about all this business. And I've been really upset about it because I've been thinking, why can everybody else know? And I'm specifically not to know.
We were talking about it, and that's how they got to know.
You told her, Jim.
No, because we were talking about it.
Twice, I said to her on the phone, what's our Paul doing there? I wanted you to tell me. And you lied to me.
No, I just said he's on holiday. Well, he was on holiday.
He was on holiday, didn't he?
Well, he was on holiday.
Right, Mum, it's semantics. You lied to me.
If Paul wanted you to know, I'd have told you.
Mum, Paul didn't want our day nor county, but you told him.
What? No, what?
About our Paul's problem with his job.
Right, what is it again?
So it wasn't you that told her then.
Oh, look at the toss. People all tell me secrets and then I never remember what they are.
The point is, you know, whatever happens in this family, we'll all talk about it.
Oh, well.
Last time our Paul had all that trouble, Mum, I did my best to help him.
Well, I'm not saying you didn't.
I mean, bottom line's been, I've been sitting home thinking, why aren't I supposed to know? Is it because I'm some really nasty person?
No, because
or wishes our Paul ill? I don't wish our Paul any malice at all.
Well, I never said you did.
You thought it was because no one loves our Paul. They don't know about our Paul or his
We're not to do with not loving Paul.
Here, Mum. Here, come here.
A week later, Paul's called to the disciplinary hearing which will decide his future.
10:52. Well, I'm ready as I'll ever be, I suppose.
I suppose in the short term, I would like to keep my job. That'll give me a chance then, while still earning, to look for something else. I don't think I'm going to get a chance to represent and to talk about anything else why I think it's led to this today, because that's not what today is about. It's just purely about these incidents in Bath.
Paul will be advised at the meeting by his union representative, Morris.
Hi, pleased to meet you.
Nice to see you, mate.
I don't know where we're going to chat.
Well, we'll go into the firm and hopefully we'll find us a room somewhere.
Right, let's go for it. But I certainly, I'm expecting the worst. So this meeting's to discuss allegations about incidents at Bath.
Paul's wife, Jo, has been in similar situations before.
We've had times where we've had to stick together, really, and work through hard times, and it's just another one of those times that we'll have to work through. And we might have a few rows along the way, and we might get upset along the way, but as long as we both come through at the end of it, then that's, we'll deal with it. That's all it what else?
I've still got a job. I've got a written warning, which I don't like, so that's okay. That's okay. It went okay. I mean, it was Morris. I'm glad Morris was there because I couldn't handle it on my own.
I think at the end of the day there were no winners and no losers, and Paul still got his job, and that was the main objective, obviously.
I don't think I will ever make this same mistake again. I've learned a very, very hard lesson at Bath, and it's cost me both financially and probably in terms of people's thoughts of me around the company. I've had to concede to counselling corrective behaviour. It's like being in a penal institution, I suppose. But I don't see that as a problem. I see as I probably do need that because, as I say, I've had no formal training since I've come out of the forces. So, and to accept a written warning, they wanted to go for final written, and Morris said, no way. That's like holding him over a barrel. You know, the slightest thing you do wrong, that's it, you're out.
Paul's current run of bad luck could end in another disciplinary hearing over the company car.
I think I'm going to be facing another one in soon anyway.
Why do you say that?
Well, I've got a dent in this car, haven't I?
Elsewhere in the family, 11-year-old Rosie has also been waiting for some news.
But it's just been, right then, Rosie, let's find it. She just wants to find out from Inter.
Oh, there's one. Rosie K. Lowe.
Rosie!
Ladies and gentlemen.
2 months ago, 95 children auditioned for 60 places on the Performing Arts course at Intake High School.
My mistress with a monster is in love. Need to close a consecrated bower.
Today, Rosie will find out if she's one of the lucky ones.
Please. If she's got a letter, Mummy, don't you?
Please, please.
Dear parents, rash guardian.
I am pleased to inform you. Oh, Rosie, you're on.
Well done. Oh, that's a relief.
Oh, brilliant. Are you pleased? Oh.
Where does it say it?
Look, I am pleased to inform you we are able to offer your son or daughter place on our special foundation course under Great Blue Pavilion in Terrell. Oh, Rose, I'm really pleased for you. It's a great intake now. That's a bit of a relief.
Well done, Rosie.
There's another reason to celebrate. Alison's boyfriend Steve has decided to whisk her away on a romantic skiing trip.
I've never been away with Steve. In a way, I'm really dreading it. I'm really looking forward to it, but I'm dreading it because I'm thinking 5 days, 4 nights. What will we talk about? So we'll either come back married or we'll come back separated. I don't know.
After a 7-hour drive, Alison and Steve have made it to their hotel in the Highlands of Scotland. It's their first trip without the children in their 3-year relationship.
And up the little stair to the second floor.
Okay. Thanks very much.
Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? Look at the loo. Look at the loo. Oh, it's lovely.
Oh, that's what I need.
Do you like it then?
Next week in Family Life, Steve and Alison take to the slopes. And Paul decides it's time for a career change.